So I've been hearing some interesting things about this entity, Keegan. I don't know if you heard about this. I'm kind of in. I've been going to some meetings. I've been talking to some people. The entity's got some interesting ideas. And and I think he's being misrepresented in the news. You're on CNN, you hear them talking. They're only focusing on the negative parts of the entity, and the entity just wants what's best for us. And maybe it's unconventional ways, but the entity is looking out for guys like us. I don't. We don't want to say, but guys
Guys,
like us,
guys like
guys like yeah.
Hey, what do you mean by guys like us?
But he's looking out for the middle class white boys.
Welcome back to episode 87 of the Movie ReBrew podcast. I am your host, Michael Jennison. For you guys today, we have a loaded podcast. Keegan and Liam are still here. They still have about 7 more movies to cover. We will be doing most notably F1 and Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. Also, our award correspondent, Chuck, stops by to give his way too early Academy Award Best Picture nominations for 2026. Then I'll also crown my favorite summertime beer. Loaded podcast. So without further ado, let's kick it back over to Keegan, Liam, and I. F1. So I think me and Keegan might get an argument here. So this may be entertaining. What I sent Keegan as I walked out of the theater, because I think I saw it before him, I go, sometimes you just need a $250 million budget with a Zimmer score and a A-list lead to feed the soul. And that's what this movie was for me. For some reason, I saw this movie on a Sunday, like the Sunday it came out at like 1 p.m., thinking there'd be no one in the theater, but it was like a smaller theater. Every seat was taken but the front row. So I sat dead center front row for this movie, which like weirdly is kind of perfect for this movie. I felt like I was actually in the cockpit with Brad Pitt in a lot of these scenes. Man, love this movie. I think I text like 30 people on my phone, go watch F1. I it's one of the best sports movies I've seen in a long time. Is there cliches? Yeah, there's every cliche in the damn book here. It is generic. There is nothing being invented here, but sometimes you just need a good old throwback. And this is what this felt like. It felt like a good old throwback 90s popcorn movie, big budget, loud, action packed, a lot of Brad Pitt. I dug it so much. I think it's coming out on Apple in like 6 weeks too. So when it goes streaming, should definitely watch it. I give this an 8.0 thumbs up. I'd watch it again.
It's two things. You have Carrie Condon doing her natural accent, so the base level for this movie is like a 6 out of 10. You can't go down from there. It is every cliche in the book, but of the movies we're talking about today, it is easily the most recommended. Like anyone, I would recommend F1 to. Like, don't have to be a horror fan with like weapons or anything like that. Like, everyone would have a good time with this. I'm not a huge F1, the actual sport fan, like the motorsport.
I thought you
But
were.
I know, huh?
I thought you were a big fan.
I follow it. I don't
Okay.
watch every race, but I pay attention to it. So the leaps they make with this are like so ridiculous that it's almost like insulting. But I get they're doing it for story purposes. But I think I'm a little too close to really enjoy it for that. And then plus the cliches on top of it. I think this movie's okay. It's definitely fun to watch, especially in theaters. It's really loud and good visuals. Um, Joseph Kosinski did this in Top Gun. Very similar movies. Uh, Top Gun is way, way, way better. Like it's not even close. Top Gun's
I
amazing.
I prefer this.
Really?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy to say. Okay. Um,
Because Brad
it's
Pitt gets there based on doing pull-ups and just like squeezing a tennis ball and just sweating a lot, and I love that.
yeah. Uh, it's weird that in his last two movies, his thesis statement has been the old guard needs to give it up. Wait, never mind. They're actually better than the young generation. Is that not really odd to you that that's what he's done in two movies in a row?
Yeah, I guess he goes that route here. I Yeah, I mean,
because he had just done that with Top Gun, where Maverick's like teaching. You know what? I guess I have to step in because I'm the best. Spoilers for this movie. Who gives a shit? It's a
did you
racing
give a
movie.
score?
6 out of 10.
Okay.
Thumbs up. I'd
Oh, hell
recommend
yeah.
it there. I thought to end this movie, Brad Pitt would lose or would let the young guy like it's your turn now, kid. Not
And it's setting up that way.
yeah, and then they don't do it, and it just. I mean, how old is Joseph Kaczynski? That he's like the fucking old head in the room, but it's very weird that he's now done that twice in massive, massive hits. He's 51, which I don't know for a director that's pretty young.
Can I ask, how old is Brad Pitt supposed to be in this movie?
Like 55.
No,
50s. Younger?
you think so?
You think younger?
Brad Pitt is a 60-year-old man. Like
That's
Brad Pitt
that's what I'm
is
that's what I'm saying. Like
so old.
50s.
But he has to be playing like in his like aren't all the F1 drivers like literally 21 years old?
Yeah. Fernando Alonso is ancient in the sport, and he's 44.
He's because in '95 they talk about him in the '90s. That's 30 years ago. So he's like in his 50s.
Yeah, Jesus. And that's another
That's
thing. It's
crazy.
like this is just ridiculous.
I mean, here's the thing though, Keegan. I agree with you that I thought it was going that route, but then when they did a little plot twist and that Brad Pitt took the
It's his
lead,
moment.
and then I'm literally my heart is like pounding out of my chest. It's flying like a butterfly above my body as he's making that final straightaway, and I'm just like, is the tire gonna blow? I don't know what the hell's gonna happen here. Is he actually gonna win? That Zimmer score is hitting. I mean, I was just like on cloud nine. It worked so well for me. I could have cried in that moment. I really enjoyed it. I just miss these movies. Like
Yeah.
and so I don't know. I mean, it might have been just that simple because there's cliches.
Just from a craftsmanship level of in terms of filmmaking, yeah, the racing scenes are really cool. The way that the camera is moving on the car to know where the people are around him is really cool. But yeah, just story wise, yeah, it's really cliche, but still entertaining at the same time. Great actors. I love Javier Bardem. The new guy, his competition, Damson Idris is really good as well. But I don't know. It's just it's Top Gun Maverick car version, but not nearly as interesting as Top Gun is.
I love the running scenes, jogging on the track. More people kept coming.
Brad Pitt looks really good in this
Maybe
for
the
being
worst.
61 years old.
Maybe the worst poker scene of all time.
Yeah.
Really bad poker scene.
Really, really bad.
What do I have in my notes? Vegas track looks sick. Sick note there, Mike. Good job. Looks good. It does look good. Sounds
Amazing.
good.
Yes. I wonder what this will do come award season.
I think it will do good. I think it'll get
Some
sound.
sound?
Maybe special effects. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe score. I don't know. The score, I don't know how memorable it was, but I knew it was a Zimmer score going in, and you could tell it was a Zimmer score right away, and I was just like, hell yeah, let's do this. I really didn't like the ending. I didn't like the fact that he just like drives away, and then all of a sudden he's in the sand. They're talking about.
I kind of love that he's just a jack of all trades. He just finds a race and does it. And though I think the best racing scene was the NASCAR scene to start.
The Daytona scene in the night.
The Daytona scene was really cool. He does get to first place way too quickly, which again, it's storytelling, but I think that was one of the better ones.
Yeah. No, the opening was sick. I don't know. Like they're talking about doing a sequel. My first question is, what do you call it? Do you call it F2? Because F2 is like they're like junior leagues, right?
Yeah.
You call it F1 the sequel.
F1 Maverick.
It's true. You're right. And then do you do it in the sand desert? Because I don't think they would. That would be a terrible. That'd be a terrible movie.
Maybe he becomes the team principal and he runs the team.
Maybe. And I have this written in my notes, but this is true. It felt like high stakes. I honestly thought that Brad Pitt might die in that last race.
That crash of his teammate is really crazy.
Yeah.
That was also an amazing scene.
That was an also amazing scene too. That was good. And then I liked how the fact that the mother blamed him and the way that his teammate didn't fully believe Brad Pitt until he like simulated a bunch of times. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really enjoy this movie. Maybe more interested in F1. It does feel like a big long commercial to watch F1, but whatever. I'm a
But it's
consumer.
not. But it's not like the sport though, so it's not a great commercial for it.
That's fine.
But neither is Drive to Survive, and that got a lot of people into. So
It's not. That's interesting. I'm drinking Lion Google. I don't think I ever stated that, but I'm switching over my third. I got nothing else to say, Keegan. I doubt you do too.
no.
All right. We will move on to I got Mission Impossible Final Reckoning.
We have so many movies to do.
God,
Anyone got anything to say?
Take a while.
All right. One of you guys take the lead. I didn't take a piss and grab a beer.
So I've been hearing some interesting things about this entity, Keegan. I don't know if you heard about this. I'm kind of in. Like, I've been going to some meetings. I've been talking to some people. The entity's got some interesting ideas. And I think a lot. He's being misrepresented in the news. Like, you're on CNN. You hear them talking. They're only focusing on the negative parts of the entity, and the entity just wants what's best for us. Like, and maybe it's unconventional ways. But the entity is looking out for guys like us. We don't want to say, but guys like us. Guys like, yeah.
Hey, what do you mean by guys like us?
But he's looking out for the middle class white boys. This movie was a letdown. I think we talked about this, correct?
We have talked about it. Yeah, I still like it in the fact that there's some really great action scenes in it, but it is MacGuffin City. You gotta get the thing to get the thing.
There's three things. There's three MacGuffins.
There's so many things that you have to get, and you just don't know what anything is. There's a weird backdoor tie into the third one. It's just like it's too. Chris McQuarrie has admitted that he's action first, find out how to tie it in later, and I think this time finally bit him in the ass because it's so unnecessarily reliant on flashbacks, constantly reminding you of what just even in the same movie what just happened.
The first half hour, more than that.
This movie could start an hour in.
Yeah,
it's crazy what they're doing up top.
And there's so much.
Keegan, I thought I was missing something. I'm so happy you're saying this because you are a massive Mission Impossible fan compared to me, and I'm so glad you're saying
Besides Lord of the Rings, this is my favorite franchise. And then, this one is just, I don't know. But at the same time, it has maybe the best action sequence in any of the movies. That submarine scene's unfucking believable.
That shot too at the end of it of him just falling back into like the bottom of the ocean. It might be the shot of the year.
Yeah. It's
when he has to take the suit off. That took my breath away.
Yeah, I don't think I breathed for like 5 minutes while he's underwater. It's nuts. It's so good. But these movies are I love them so much because of the team aspect. This is the worst team in any of these movies by far.
Yeah.
There's not a lot to do for anyone.
What is Tarzan doing in this movie? That guy. Like, he does the guy who was an agent who ends up going along with them. He is so nothing. And at one point, he's basically just like, I guess I'll stay right here and blow up too. Like they're defusing a bomb, the old people, and he's like, I'll stay here with them to explode. It's like, why? Because you're not doing anything else?
So Ethan Hunt's on his own for a lot of the movies, so there's none of the teamwork. There's no real gadgets. There's none of that stuff in here. It's just it loses a lot of what I love about these movies, and this is probably more of a fan thing, but like I wanted to see like Paula Patton again. I wanted to see like old agents come back, but instead it's stripped down to 5 people. Spoilers already, I guess. I won't do spoilers, but the team becomes so small and then splits, and it's just not all that interesting what each party is doing. I mean, Ethan's stuff I think is really cool, but it's just chasing after stuff. You got to find the thing to help the thing to stop the thing, and it's just really confusing and callbacky and not beat your head with a hammer kind of callbacks. I don't know. This is a miss for me. I still liked it a lot though. It's probably a 7 out of 10 for me, thumbs up. But that's compared to Fallout 10 out of 10, 5 9 out of 10, 4 9 out of 10. Like, amazing, amazing action movies. This is just not that.
And I really like Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning, I thought was great. Like Dead Reckoning did not have the same problems as this. Like it was driving the entire time. There's also just like so much of like the callbacks are not only flashbacks, but they talk about. They're like, do you remember back in 1985? They're like, that was Ethan. They're like, yeah, Ethan's the fucking best, dog. He's done every single thing that anything you could imagine for the past 40 years. Ethan Hunt did that.
Yeah.
I was nervous that I like missed something because I have not seen all the Mission Impossibles. There are definitely holes in my filmography when it comes to that. My watching when it comes to that. Keegan made me watch Fallout. That was the first one I ever saw because he's like, it's me number 2 on my year-end list. Watch it. I love Fallout. It takes place in the French Alps, so it's hard not to like it. But Fallout's sick. And a little Mont Blanc shout out, but.
I was there this year.
Oh, nice. This movie, I don't think there's a single real action sequence of any consequence for an hour and 30 minutes of a 3-hour movie. You can't do that in Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a Mission Impossible mask. It's probably maybe my favorite reoccurring thing in scene history. They don't use it enough. They like give you like one scene with a bunch of it. And then it kind of like feeds the fans, but I would have liked more of it. But I love a good Mission Impossible mask. All in all, this really feels like it. I had a really tough time figuring out what the hell was going on so many times. And I thought it was maybe me just like my gap in Fallout, my gap in Mission Impossible knowledge. I was so dang confused what was going on throughout the most of the movie. This really feels like an hour and 50 minutes of background, weird flashbacks, callbacks to characters that I don't care about. Apparently Keegan really doesn't care about either, of just like weirdness. Then you have a sick underwater scene that is a showstopper. Awesome. Another 30 minutes of scenes that I really don't care about. And then a sick final action sequence, which is awesome. And then it ends. So 2 really, really, really good action sequence. I think there's a really, really great hour 45 movie in here, but it's trapped in a 3-hour overbloated movie of weird flashbacks and just like plot points that I don't care about, hard to follow. This movie did not work for me. Like I said, though, it's too bad because there's 2 really, really great action sequences in this movie. But it's a 5.5 thumbs down. This is coming from a guy who's not a big Mission Impossible guy. If you're not, I don't know, but maybe it doesn't even matter because I thought a lot of it had to do with the fact that maybe I just didn't understand a lot of the background here. But there's some really good moments, but not enough to make up for the 3-hour runtime and just the overbloatedness in this movie. So it's a thumbs down, 5.5.
I think another issue is that when you have a faceless villain, it's not really all that interesting. And then the face that they do give you is this Gabriel guy who is supposedly
who's not even working for the entity anymore, though.
But he's not a very interesting villain either. Great death, amazing death at the end, but he's not very interesting. The entity's not very interesting, and it's confusing. So there's a whole lot that's missing, despite the amazing action. One of my favorite things about Mission Impossible is the title sequence. Something sick happens, you get the and then this comes like 40 minutes in, it seems like. And
it's 25. I timed it yesterday. 25? But yeah.
And after a door's locked, it's after something that's like something so boring. It's like, no, there has to be some sick opening sequence like the plane in 5 or 6. No, the plane's 5, right? Yeah, I think it's 5. Something awesome set piece, and then you get the theme. This is just like a boring corridor chase.
I agree. I need to be pumping my fist when I hear that music and be like, all right, I'm locked in. Let's go. I didn't get locked in, let's go, until the underwater scene, which is like an hour 50 in. It's
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
And Keegan, you want to say something when I was talking about the masks?
Oh yes. Gone. Yeah. This wasn't used. It was very quick. I forgot that they used masks in this, but it goes back to there's no gadgets. There's no spy stuff really in this at all, which is such a shame. Oh,
No, the gadgets
back
are
to
all just
villains.
like
Yeah.
we have a poison pill, or we have the world's biggest hard drive. Like they're like, you know how big this hard drive is? Try 8 trilligites or whatever the fuck it is, and then they
Yeah.
trap it in there. And they're like, Haley Atwell, you have the exact skills we need because you need to pickpocket it.
I do remember what it was. Mike, you were saying something about not recommending it to people. And there is, if you watch 7, there is, obviously it ends on a cliffhanger. There's more to it.
Is this 8,
But
Keegan? To help me
this is
track
8.
when you're saying, okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is 8.
I
So
threw up 7 fingers and said, is this 8?
the way so it's called Final Reckoning. These movies have their budgets have ballooned out of control, and they're not making all that much money. I mean, Fallout did well, but 7 and 8 really did not do that well. So I figured Final Reckoning, this will be a full, clear end to Ethan Hunt's story. And it's really not.
No, not
The
at all.
door is still open for him to come back. I don't think they will. So if you want to be like, all right, I need to see how his story ends, you don't get that here.
It's not an end in any way. He doesn't say he retires. They don't lose a single character besides Luther, who obviously was going to die. I feel like we needed a main character death. I feel like we needed Benji or someone to truly sacrifice themselves.
I thought Benji was done,
Yeah,
and then he
Like-
wasn't.
like there's nobody. Yeah, there's no. Also, the ending part where it's revealed that Shea Wiggum is someone's son, like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
Ray, like literally like
he's,
some Star Wars shit.
John Voight's son, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, your name is Briggs, but that's your mom's maiden name. Your real name is Johnny Phelps, and you're Jim Phelps' son. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. What's your name, Ray? What's your last name?
I know. That's what I was saying. It literally felt like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, it's
no.
such a
Also,
shame that
need
this
to
is
give
how
a
we're
shout
going
out to Tremel Tillman from Severance. Is the greatest actor of our generation, and he is
Yes.
so good. But also, it's so redundant where Ethan goes, he just keeps boarding fucking ships and shit. Like, he goes and Hannah Waddingham, shout out Hannah Waddingham, call me. She gives her a note from the president that's like, back in our day, something happened between us, and this is kind of like that now. You have to let Ethan Hunt onto your ship. And then he has to get on another ship after that and befriend those people, and then they teach him for like 25 minutes how to dive. Like, it's just a lot of buildup.
It's so bloated. And I remember watching it having a thought about the president scene.
The
can't
cabinet's
even
too big.
fucking
There's so
remember.
many people in that. Like,
Yeah.
Nick Offerman's in there, and he's like the Secretary of Defense or something. And there's
Yeah.
There's the whole assassination, and I've never felt I think my heart rate went down during it. Like,
Of the president?
yeah, the president. It never felt. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, cool, all right.
oh,
Well,
Nick
that didn't
Offerman
work.
dies. Yeah, Nick Offerman gets shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't come back. It's just like, it was weird, man. And
Yeah.
I don't think this is the last one based on what I was reading. I think they're still gonna make another one. But like, don't do a 2-parter if we're not gonna end the series.
Yeah.
It's a miss. Too bad.
It is too
They
bad.
also changed it to be Final Reckoning because it was going to be Dead Reckoning Part 2. Dead Reckoning was released as
okay.
Dead Reckoning Part 1, and this was going to be Dead Reckoning Part 2, and they changed it to Final Reckoning rather than be Dead Reckoning Part 2. And it's not a final reckoning.
I just don't know if McQuarrie or Cruise. I don't know if McQuarrie will give it up, or if I don't know if Cruise will let him give it up. What was so great about the first 6 was it was a new director every time, or first 5 was a new director every single time. Completely their own style, their own way of filmmaking, and then McQuarrie's had the reins, which worked for the first 2, and then maybe it's been too much.
Yeah, and you got to think McQuarrie's going to want to do something else.
I hope so. I still like McQuarrie, but
Cruise is also just really old at this point. There's a couple close-ups where I'm like, dude, this guy's got to just stop doing action movies.
I do think the writer's strike hurt this as well. And several reshoots and COVID. Because, his look is really inconsistent. Sometimes he looks ancient.
Yeah.
Sometimes he looks okay.
There's
Haley Atwell.
There's one close-up where he's like running where I'm like, dude, this guy looks 70. I don't know, dude. Does Sean Penn live at the end? That dawned on me.
Not in this movie.
Sean Pegg.
Not Sean Penn.
Shea Wiggum?
Simon Pegg?
Simon Pegg. I was so close there. Does Simon Pegg live at the end?
Yes,
he does?
they all do. The entire team lives.
They figure it out because he was like dying as the thing was. I feel like that was never got resolved. I thought he was just bleeding out, and they're just like,
No, they fixed it. They did she stabbed him in the
duct tape
in the exact right place. Palm Clementif.
Also, I loved Palm Clementoff in 7, the last one. She's so cool and badass, but then again, they give her nothing to do in this one.
She had nothing.
She just speaks French occasionally. It's just like, God, what are we doing?
She just follows people around and speaks French. Yeah, that was a nothing character. Well, I
didn't give it a score. I'm going to still say thumbs up. I know I've only said the things I didn't like, but I think I'm probably going to say like 6.2 thumbs up. I'm literally like looking at what happened in this movie and trying to remember. It was funny that they brought back the guy, William Donlow, after Ethan broke into the CIA headquarters in the first movie. But he's like, it's actually
character in one.
No, he's just in that. He's literally just in that scene, I believe. But it's funny that they like absolve him too. That he's like, I'm sorry I did that to you. He's like, it's okay. I found my beautiful wife here in the Arctic, and that makes it okay that you ruined my life or whatever. I'm like, I don't think that's okay. Those people should have died for sure. Come on. Like, it seemed so obvious that they were going to sacrifice themselves, and they didn't. Katie O'Brien from Love Lies Bleeding is on the ship. She's pretty good.
If you're going to truly end it, so we haven't talked about the plane scene yet in detail. Plane scene's sick. So
it's
sick.
Good.
Yeah.
So sick. That death, that's the only note I have is death is so awesome. And Keegan already talked about it. Him banging his head against the propeller.
I give Tom Cruise a lot of credit for allowing that hair to be on screen. His hair in that scene looks so, because it's just like flat.
It's so bad.
It looks awful, but I give credit to him that he would do that.
He would. His skin looks terrible too because he's going at like 200 miles per hour in the air, 150. Yeah. But that scene is so sick. I love like the valley of the planes and those old school propeller planes, like so sick. Great scene. But then like he just like finds a parachute. It's like there's no more parachutes, and then it's like he's got one. Then that doesn't work, but he's a backup parachute.
Oh yeah, we see his parachute burn up, and then he's just we don't like how'd he land?
Yeah, I know. I needed it. I thought he was actually gonna die because I'm like, all right, this is final reckoning. He's going to die here.
Yeah,
and I'm like, maybe not the most ceremonial way to die, but he's just gonna crash into the forest and he's gonna die. It's not like Caesar from Planet of the Apes, but few movies are. And no, he just lands and it's fine. Do you not like it or do you love it?
Planet of the Apes. I was like, we got don't bring up Planet of the Apes. We'll be here for another 3 hours.
Yeah.
I had another thing.
Yeah,
okay, there is a scene also. Sorry, Keegan.
Go ahead, Liam.
There is a scene also when he frees Haley Atwell. And there is off-screen action in which Tom Cruise like kills 3 dudes seemingly so brutally that Haley Atwell cannot look at it. And I thought this was going to go in a direction where they're like, he's gone too far. Like Ethan Hunt is like snapped and he's murdering people in an insane way. But the movie goes the opposite direction, and the whole movie is about how he's the fucking best and he's Jesus. And every night we need to go to bed and thank Tom Cruise. And I'm like, that scene was like funny, I guess, but it felt
Yeah.
like it was going in a way that just went nowhere.
It's played for laughs, which was odd, and it's never been like his brutality has never been anything a part of these movies, and then to open with that was like, yeah, I thought, is this going to be something? But then they
Yeah.
never touch on it again.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe it was just a way to just be like, oh yeah, we can't have 70-year-old Tom Cruise fight off 6 people anymore, so we'll just not
Yeah.
show it. We'll show Keely Atwell's reaction to it.
It was weird. It didn't really fit the tone of the movie. I agree. I think that was kind of odd. And like the underwater scene, how does he get rescued? I feel like that was also kind of just like the scene looked sick, but then like the aftermath, I don't know. It just seemed kind of weird. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot more to say about this movie.
No, I'm thinking good.
Cool. I'm on a high noon now.
Wow.
I know.
I just finished my third dad strength. Pretty good.
If you drink 6 of them, does that equate to what? 2 beers?
They're 2.5%, so it's probably about a beer, like 3 beers.
All right, and we will take a break there from the summer movie ReBrew recap, and we'll kick it over to our war correspondent, Chuck. And now, the reason why this podcast can't be aired in Russia or Belarus. Welcome back to the pod, our award correspondent, Chuck.
Hey, man, beach baby or nothing. I need it.
What was your direct comment? Belarus hates beach baby?
Belarus hates beach baby, man. What's their problem, dude?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's crazy. It's a deal breaker, man. It's beach baby or nothing.
It is.
You want me on the pod, man? I don't know.
We are lawyered up. Jacob Rossi in his tight suit will come to our defense.
Nice.
And so we are about 6 months away from the Academy Awards and 6 months since the last Academy Awards. And so we thought this would be a perfect time before award season really heats up for Chuck to drop his way too early Academy Award Best Picture nominations for 2026. So, Chuck, I'm going to set the over-under today at 4.5 that you're going to get right when it's all said and done.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I was kind of thinking the same thing. I don't think there's a huge hit rate this time of year.
No.
I think that's a fair line. You know what? I would bet on myself there. I'm going to take the over. There's definitely some years you look back and you just gotta laugh.
Yeah. Like, was it Billy Lynn's long halftime walk? What?
Yeah, a Ron Howard film here or there.
All right. Well, then, let her rip.
Avatar: Fire and Ash, directed by James Cameron. This would be the third Avatar film. The original in 2009 and the sequel, Avatar: Way of Water, both got nominated for Best Picture. We're looking at the kind of film that the Academy has embraced in the last few years, more of the big budget, blockbuster types. It seems like a lot of these movies tend to get in, and it's going to be a technical achievement. Both the past Avatars won visual effects, as well as I think the original won cinematography. Zoe Saldana starring in it, the reigning best supporting actress winner. We've seen Barbie, Black Panther, Top Gun Maverick, Dune twice. They like the big budgets. I think I would expect Avatar to be nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, I hate that name, Fire and Ash. All time bad name. However,
yeah, I keep saying Fire and Ice. So
yeah. This sounds horrible. This sounds like a Pokemon name.
All right, moving on.
Number 2. When's that coming out, Chuck? Avatar.
I do have a release date. That is December 19th, 2025.
December 19th. Yeah, it's
so a late release, right in the wheelhouse, right?
Yeah, I think all of their movies in the past have been the week before Christmas. So they're not.
It should make $1 billion.
Yeah. Oh, it should make almost 2. Oh, I mean I think the second and third highest grossing movies of all time were the first 2 Avatars. So
there you go. All right, let's move on here to something that we can really sink our teeth into. One of our favorite directors, Yorgos Lanthimos, is back.
Yeah.
Bugonia.
Yeah.
I have this a little lower on the list than you'd think. We know he's had some hits and misses, at least with the Academy, right? But I think this is an intriguing enough premise, and it's also coming out, premiering at the Venice Film Festival next week. So I feel like the ceiling is still very high on it. We don't necessarily know a whole lot about it, but I'd bet on Yorgos, right? This is a movie he directed as opposed to written. I feel like the ones he's directed have maybe tended to do a little better, maybe a little safer subject matter, I suppose. Maybe not exactly The Lobster, maybe more The Favorite. It's a sci-fi black comedy. It is an English language remake of the 2023 South Korean film Save the Green Planet.
Oh.
Starring, you never will guess who this is starring.
It's starring Emma Stone.
It is starring Emma Stone and
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah. No, I mean, I saw the trailer before the last movie I saw. I forget what movie it was, but it looks
okay.
sick.
I actually knew nothing really about it. It does, right?
It looks sick. This is arguably my most anticipated movie of the rest of the year. It looks sick.
Awesome. Here's an Easter egg for you. Guess who has a producer credit on this? Ari Aster.
Oh my God, I was going to say Ari Aster.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah, that sounds great. And
only plot point I'm seeing, it's about two young men who kidnap a powerful CEO who's Emma Stone, and suspecting that she's an alien.
That's cool. I think
hijinks.
And the hijinks ensue.
Expect that one around Halloween of this year for a release date in the U.S.
I like that it's based off of a foreign movie. I think it's going to get really effed up. I like that.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds
agree.
sick. Okay.
Can't wait. I think I'll throw that into one of my most anticipated year for sure.
All right, number 3. What do you got?
I got a film by the name of Hamnet. I'm a little bit shaky on this one. I'm taking a bit of a leap here, but it's got some pedigree. Historical drama directed by Chloe Zhao. She directed 2020's Nomadland, where she was one of 3 women to ever win Best Director.
Sounds like an interesting premise. I could also see this bombing, though, with that premise.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I think I'm putting some faith in Chloe Zhao. We're expecting that one Thanksgiving 2025.
I mean, a lot of these are just betting on the director, right? That's what a lot of these early.
That's kind of all you can go out on, and that's when they really bomb and become forgotten. It just looks even just dumber. But
like Billy Lynn's long halftime walk. Ended Ang Lee's career. It essentially did.
Kinda. I don't think the Academy ever took him serious again.
Taylor Swift took Billy Lynn serious, though. This is where she made her first appearance with Joe. Fun fact.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Billy Lynn, man. Halftime Journey.
That's for the Swift. Yeah, that's for the Swifties out there.
All
right. Let it rip.
All right. Here's another one I'm going on a limb. Speaking of high pedigree GOAT directors, Guillermo del Toro is back with his take on Frankenstein, based on the 1818 novel. I mean, if this doesn't have Guillermo del Toro all over it, from Pinocchio to Frankenstein, Gothic science fiction film. He wrote it, he directed it. Ready for this one? Do you know? Have you heard much about this?
Now it rings a bell. Yeah.
Well, you're about to be real excited for it because it stars one of your favorite people on the planet.
Michael Shannon?
I wish.
Michael Shannon did some of his stuff, right?
Michael Shannon is Frankenstein's monster. That would do $2 billion.
It would. You would just paint him green and you're good.
Oscar Isaac plays Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein. That makes sense. That's actually that feels like good casting.
Is he Dr. Frankenstein? Is he Frankenstein? He is Frankenstein, and then Frankenstein's monster, played by Euphoria's Jacob Elordi.
Okay. That's interesting. He's the really good-looking tall dude. That's interesting.
Yeah,
he's got to be wearing like weird cosmetics. He's fucking tall as shit though. So
right. Yeah, so that's a pretty intriguing casting there.
Holy shit, $120 million budget, and this is also going to premiere at Venice. I'm sorry, I'm stealing a little bit of your thunder. I just thought
I have that note, and that's the second one you have premiering at Venice, and there's still more to come. So it's actually and these are all premiering at Venice in the next like week and a half, 2 weeks.
This is really cool. I mean, as long as it gets good reviews, this is going to get nominated.
Limited theatrical release on October 17th. That's what Netflix is behind it. I'm not sure if you noted that yet. That's a big deal, right? So I got a limited Theatrical release October 17th. Wide on Netflix November 7th.
Because it needs to run 2 weeks in a LA theater to be eligible for Best Picture nom. That's like my
There you go. I always do my
favorite
best to
fact.
still try to find it in the theater, these movies. I love the theater going experience. That'll be one I will 100% try to see in a movie theater at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm locked in.
Maybe on Halloween Day. Who knows?
I wonder if they'll go wide with this because it's coming out when you would have Halloween movies in theaters. It would kind of make sense if Netflix actually went like wide with it instead of just doing super small. I hope they do.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be awesome. All right, let's move on. Here's one you're going to be excited for, which I'm sure you know about, and it's by the great American auteur, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah.
One Battle After Another, an action thriller written, produced, and directed by PTA.
Adapted off. I have the book here. It's another Pynchon novel, like Inherited Vice. Vineland. I'm reading it. That's how excited I am for this one. Love Inherited Vice. Love PTA. There's a PTA pod coming out in about a month from now that me and Ryan are going to do. Very, very, very excited for this one.
Awesome. I will echo those words. A little more on it. Stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, and Regina Hall. The premise, when their evil enemy resurfaces after 16 years, a group of ex-revolutionaries reunites to rescue one of their own daughters.
I kind of think it's a shoe-in. The Paul Thomas Anderson movies get nominated a crap ton. However, he's never won an Academy Award. I could almost see them getting weird and just giving him a boatload of awards for here because it's got Leo and stuff. Like it feels like it's going to be really good.
Yeah, is it more Phantom Thread that like overperformed, or is it more Inherent Vice that extremely underperformed? I guess that's kind of the big question, right? And I got a September 26th release. Let's move on to another one. We don't have to spend too much time here, but I do think that right off the backs of its Best Picture and many nominations, Wicked for Good. John M. Chu returns. The sequel to the fantasy film, adapted off the stage musical as well. It's literally the same stage musical. It's just the second part. Everyone returns. Arrivo Grande, Bailey, Michelle Yeoh, Goldblum. Thanksgiving, November 21st about is when it releases. I don't got much to add here. I don't know if you do, but it was just such a powerhouse last year. I can't see why they wouldn't bring it back. Dune 2 got nominated in short period of time. They don't mind doing it. I expect it.
Keep mowing on down.
Yeah, these last four are all pretty exciting movies here. That I feel
we see good. Life of Chuck.
You know what? I won't spoil that.
Okay.
Well, have you heard about this one, Mike? Timothy Chalamet's back.
Oh yeah, is this the A24 movie?
Yeah,
with A24. The Safdie brothers, right?
Well, it's one of the Safdies.
One of the Safdies. Yeah, I have heard about this. I'm very excited about this. It looks like a fun Timothy role. We haven't gotten a bit.
Marty Supreme, a sports adventure dramedy, co-written and directed by one half of the Safdie brothers, Josh Safdie, not the Safdie brother who played the villain in Happy Gilmore 2. Stars Timothy Chalamet, Gwyneth Paltrow. 1950 as the setting for Marty Mauser, who pursues his dream of becoming a champion table tennis player.
Sign me up. Yeah, I mean, it really feels like this is a lock, but A24 has missed with these award time releases. So we'll see. But it does feel locky. Gwyneth Paltrow, this is how I actually found this movie out a couple of months ago. I was like, is Gwyneth Paltrow retired? Because I think she was. And so I clicked on her Wikipedia page, and then I saw that she was in this movie. And I was like, oh, what is this movie? So yeah, that's how I stumbled upon this movie a little bit ago. If you take out the Marvel movies, that's what it is. It's the first movie that she's done in a decade.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll generate some buzz there for the Academy Award. I mean, I really hope this movie does well. We're all rooting for Timothy Chalamet. He's made it very known that he'd love to win an Academy Award. He's got a SAG. Just working off the momentum of last year's award season. If this is a hit, A24 behind it, Christmas 2025 release date, that's huge. I will be rooting and rallying for Timothée here. So here's another one to add to the list. Sentimental Value is the name of it. It's a dramedy directed by Joachim Trier. Was behind 2021's The Worst Person in the World, that was nominated for Best Original Screenplay and Best International Feature at the Academy Awards. A completely international cast, it seems like. Man, do you have it pulled up? Is it Norwegian, I want to say?
It is a Norwegian comedy drama.
Comedy drama. It won the Grand Prix, which is the second most prestigious award at Cannes, behind the Palme d'Or. That was in May of this year. So we got the pedigree thing going for it. Complete international cast, but then randomly Elle Fanning's in it. I saw.
I saw that too. It definitely sticks out when you're looking at the cast.
And this is the Neon entry.
Oh, okay. I was not sold whatsoever until you said that. Because I feel like you look up Cannes Film Festival and these awards, and like it doesn't necessarily translate to the Academy. But if Neon's behind it, you need that money to get some Best Picture noms.
I mean, it seems like almost every year we are getting one of these international films. November 7th release date. So keep your eyes on that. I feel pretty good about that one. Really just coming from the Neon and international foreign language kind of flair.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, we're getting more mainstream movies and we're getting more foreign movies since they expanded the Academy, which is good, which is great. I'm happy we are, but it seems like that's where we're going.
We've talked a lot about Sinners. The staying power looks for real, man. Came out very early in the year, but you will be very hard pressed to find a list where someone doesn't think that this is going to get nominated. And I stand behind that. I've done a little bit on this already. It's from the horror genre, I would say. Not a true horror, but it's a horror film. Produced, written, and directed by the great Ryan Coogler. Criminal twin brothers, both played brilliantly by the charming and talented Michael B. Jordan. They return to the hometown. They're confronted by a supernatural evil. And that's all we'll say without getting into spoilers. Great film. It's been in theaters. It's had its run. It did really well. It's now streaming on Max. Make sure you see it. Don't miss it. Haley Steinfeld's awesome in that. And I am definitely protecting her to get a supporting actress nomination.
I mean, yeah, I said one battle after another was a lead pipe lock. It's just because I'm really excited for that movie. I mean, this Sinners, it's come out, it's beloved. This movie is stone cold lead pipe. Like this is your given. This is your given. That's why I was at 3.5, but I went 4.5 because it's like you're given one.
Awesome. Yeah, that could be a big one. I could see that one getting nominations all over the place.
Could win Best Picture. They want to give Coogler awards.
Yeah,
they want to give Michael B. Jordan awards, and they should. I mean, I love those.
I need Michael B. Jordan to be nominated, and he will here finally. All right, I got one more. Do you care to guess? I'm sure you've seen it. Doing any research, this is pretty high in most lists. This is a very intriguing. You mentioned not to spoil if Netflix has another entry.
Good director.
Great director, yeah. Pretty big time director. He's been here recently. But we'll get into it. This is Netflix's second entry on the list. A coming of age dramedy, written and directed by Noah Baumbach.
Yeah, I did see this. Noah Boomsnatch.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Jay Kelly is the name of it. Another film who will be getting its world premiere in Venice next week. Starring George Clooney, Adam Sandler, and Laura Dern. It is a friendship between actor George Clooney and his manager, Adam Sandler. And it's getting all the hype. And, I mean, if that's not an intriguing enough tag, I don't know what is, right?
No, that is. I did not realize that was the cast. I just saw the release date and Noah Baumbach.
November 14th in select theaters, and just like Frankenstein on Netflix 3 weeks later, December 5th.
Yeah, this seems sick. It's the Marriage Story scheme. Like, that's the same release date as Marriage Story, also Netflix, A-list cast, Noah Baumbach. That did really well at the Academy. This seems like a lock. Seems cool. I love when Adam Sandler goes serious. Who doesn't love Laura Dern? George Clooney's fine. I think this will be sick.
I got some honorable mentions. Sure. Well, yeah, we'll get into that. And this is one I had a hard time keeping off that you'll see in a lot of lists. I mean, this is a big honorable mention. Where if I got an 11, it would for sure be this. After the Hunt, psychological thriller by the man, Luca Guadagnino. Maybe I got burned too hard by one of my favorite films last year, Challengers. Gang's all back. Reznor did the score. I don't know, man. I think Julia Roberts stars in it. Maybe it just got a little stink on him. I don't know. I could see it going either way. It's probably not fair. It was between that or Begonia. I kind of want it. I feel like one of them's going to get in, maybe not both of them. That's the Yorgos movie. I don't know. Only 10 could get nominated, so I think it's probably a pretty decent bet, though. If you would not be by yourself forecasting that one to get in. It has an October release, which is the same as Begonia.
Yeah, this is interesting. But I agree. Like Luca Guadagnino and the Academy, there's like a disconnect. Not sure what it is because I always love his movies.
This is one you can make the easiest case in the world for. It's the Springsteen "Deliver Me from Nowhere."
Oh yeah,
the Boss biopic starring Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, for sure.
Bob Dylan biopic got nominated.
They all get nominated, Chuck. They always get nominated.
Freddie Mercury's biopic cleaned house. Elton John's biopic just got a song nomination and sent down the road. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think, hey, it's, if
but you guess what? They weren't the boss. Like Bruce Springsteen, talk about a meat eater movie. Like Bruce Springsteen's their god. Like there's still, I know they're trying to like broaden out the Academy, but there's still a strong niche of like old white meat eaters who love Bruce Springsteen. So I honestly think this is a miss, but I mean, hey man, you got to make choices.
Hamnet, you're out. Bruce, you're in. Let's hit the last two here real quick.
Yeah.
It was we already mentioned it once. I guess I technically have 4, maybe 5. I don't know. It was just an accident. That was the Iranian Palme d'Or winner.
Yep.
Losing some steam, and like I said, I already kind of hitched my wagon in one of the other international films. So, but it'll probably be nominated for best international film. And the last one I'll hit on here. This is an interesting one. This is Fox Searchlight's entry. It's called Rental Family, starring Brendan Fraser. Takes place in Tokyo. The rest of the cast is basically Japanese. It's a co-production between Japan and the U.S. by a Japanese filmmaker. It's about. I mean, it looks awesome. I would love to make a call on this that gets nominated. I think Brendan Fraser will probably be nominated. It's called Rental Family. It literally is. I think he gets hired as like a fill-in, like in these families, like with these Japanese families. He gets hired as to be like an extra of the family or something. And it's supposed to be funny.
The movie poster is making me laugh. This movie looks awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. Thanks for having me on here again. This was a lot of fun. I am happy to put my line in the sand here officially for the first time, and more to come. Way more developments to happen. And,
I'll give a quick rundown of what you have one last time. Avatar: Fire and Ash, Begonia, Hamnet, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Wicked for Good, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Jay Kelly. I set the line at 4.5. Kind of want to change to 5.5, but I'll be a man of my word and I'll leave it at 4.5. Chuck, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Take a stab in the dark. How many do you think I got right on the spot?
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, I'll do this. I think Avatar: Fire and Ash is likely going to get a nom. I think One Battle After Another is pretty locky. I think Wicked for Good's pretty locky. I think Sinners is pretty locky. So that's 4 right there. And then I don't think Hamnet's going to get it. I think you named some movies. I think it's going to be a little bit stronger year. And I kind of think the premise is kind of stupid. I think Begonia is on the fence. I'm going to say that that's in. Frankenstein Monster, it kind of feels locky to me. I think they want to give Del Toro something good. Marty Supreme, my gut says it doesn't get nominated. A24's kind of been hitting or missing. I think it might be too good to be true, and it might just not work out. I don't like that it takes place in 1950 all of a sudden. There's something about that movie, as we were talking more about it, was kind of off-putting. I'm hoping I'm wrong here, but I think there's something there. Sentimental Value, you didn't sell me on it. And Jay Kelly, I'm going to say it doesn't get a nom either. I'm going to give you 6, which is pretty good still.
Cool. Hey, man. Only time will tell.
Chuck, thank you. That was fun. I feel like I have a better idea of what's coming out this year. And I learned a lot. So thank you.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm really excited. And one more note before I go. I think I am officially putting the end to my Life of Chuck campaign.
All right. Thank you, Chuck. Take care.
Thank you. See you soon.
Once again, thanks, Chuck, for stopping by. Chuck and I did about 50 minutes worth of material on the upcoming Oscars season. So if you liked what you just heard, there's more to come. I'll probably be dropping the full interview next Wednesday on YouTube only. So thank you again, Chuck. And now we will wrap up the summer movie recap. Keegan will give a spoiler-free review of Together. I will do the same for the Jurassic World movie. Then we talk 28 years later and the Friendship movie. And then after that, we kind of just break down what we watched and kind of send you on your way. So thank you again for listening. We'll kick it now back to Keegan and Together.
Yeah, couple not getting along so well because the woman wants to move to upstate New York, I think, to work as a teacher, whereas the husband is a musician and wants to stay in the city. So it's sort of a relationship on the fritz, and they move in to this house, and weird stuff starts happening. They start to sort of meld together, and they can't find out why. It's gross as shit. Body horror is kind of what gets me the most of anything, is bones breaking and skin peeling and all that kind of stuff. So it's really gross. Franco and why am I blanking on his wife's name? Allison Brie have a lot of chemistry together because obviously they're married. But seeing Dave Franco in a serious role, especially in a horror role where he has to be afraid, doesn't really work that much for me. I just kind of see him as a comedian because his voice is so funny to me. But it's scary and gross and effective in that way. Don't rush out to see it, but if this is on streaming and you had like a date night and want to watch a scary movie, this could be a good one. I had the thought about 30 minutes in, I'm like, is this the best date night movie ever, or is this the worst date night movie ever? And I think I'm leaning toward it would be a good one. So if you want to watch a scary movie with a partner, Together is a good choice. Really well made. I think this is this guy's debut. Michael Shanks. But I'd go 7 out of 10, thumbs up. I recommend it. And I'd probably watch it again.
Yeah.
This is one of those things, though, Mike, that I was talking about with weapons, is once you know what's going on, can you still buy into it? I didn't love the explanation for why this was happening to people.
Yeah.
Because also, the ending shot of this movie is so weird, and I wish both of you saw it so we could talk about that, because it is off-putting, to say the least.
I heard they stole this story, too, from somebody.
Yeah, they were being accused of plagiarism, but the writer registered this with the WGA in 2019, and the script that they are being accused of plagiarizing was 2021, I think.
Oh.
So I think it's just parallel thought.
Okay.
Similar concepts, yeah.
Yeah, bummer I haven't seen this. It was only showing at like 9 and 10 o'clock at night in around Napa, which I work early in the mornings, and so I couldn't really justify seeing it for this reason. I'll probably get to it before the year ends. I've heard good things. It's got really good reviews.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's doing well. I think.
Yeah, it's doing well. It's like, I think $100 million on a $30 million budget or something like that. Went the John Krasinski route with doing a horror movie with his wife, which, whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Haven't seen Allison Brie in something in a long time. Actually, $27 million on a $17 million budget? I feel like that's not right, but it's Wikipedia, so it probably is. That doesn't feel right. But yeah, 90% Rotten Tomatoes. Bummer I haven't seen it yet. I really wish I did, but didn't get a chance to see it. All right. We will keep on moving. Do you guys want to do... I'll do Jurassic World really fast. No one's on Jurassic World, right? No one else saw it?
No.
The movie opens up with this... I'm going to kind of lightly spoil it, but not really spoil it. I don't think anyone really gives a shit, though. The movie opens up with a Snickers wrapper going into a vent, and it causes a lead character to die. Not a lead character, a character to die. And you're just like, man, this movie's going to suck, isn't it? And it kind of does. This is just like the most generic Jurassic Park movie of all time. Like, Idris Elba and Scarlett Johansson are awesome, and I like the characters, but it's just like so painting by the colors, so generic. You know what's going to happen before it happens. That it's just like such a waste of their talent. I saw this movie because my 4-year-old nephew, shout out to Noah, can't see it, and he loves dinosaurs, and he can't wait till it comes on home video, but he probably would be screaming in the theater, so my sister wouldn't take him. But this really feels like this is a movie made for 8-year-olds. A lot of sick deaths, kind of gory deaths. But I mean, dude, 8-year-olds love dinosaurs. I think those people would love it. There's not a whole lot here for adults, I feel. There's also a lot of like mutations to dinosaurs. And my biggest issue is that they're making these dinosaur names way too long. My nephew, he like plays the apps and like he has like the action figures from this movies. And so we were talking about it, and he was just naming the dinosaurs. And I'm like, I can't tell you which one that is because there's like 17 syllables. Go back to being T-Rex so I could have a conversation with my nephew and seem cool. Like
think of the uncles. Won't they think of the uncles?
Yeah, I know. The name. I should pull up the names. The names are just insane. The names are insane. They're like 17 syllables. It's nuts. Yeah, one of the most generic movies I ever saw. It takes place like in a jungle and it's kind of scary at parts. But if you haven't seen the movie, you have seen the movie. It's just so generic. It's just painting by colors.
I got bad news for you, Mike.
Yeah.
It's made 830 million worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, this is the world.
We're getting more use.
This is the world we live in. I actually kind of like the Chris Pine ones. The number 4, I think, in the series.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pine, Chris Pratt, whatever.
Also, sorry, you said paint by colors 3 different times. It's paint by numbers, not paint by color. That's how all painting is paint by colors.
Whatever. Yeah. I can't believe I made that much money, but it makes sense, dude. Children love dinosaurs. They always will.
I think, what was the last one?
Dominion? Dominion? Or no, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion are the...
Yeah, didn't Dominion not do very well? So these are kind of back. Nope, it made $1 billion. Never mind.
I can't even find
it. You idiot.
This movie's called Jurassic World Rebirth. If you were trying to figure it out at home. Titanosaurus herd in the field. Like just make it a little bit. Just call him. I can't call him T-Rex. Call him T Rhino. I don't know. Like, you're making this very, very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Really. There's one that starts with a Q and then a U and then a E T Z. I can't even begin to pronounce that one. Like, it's just impossible. There's some cool ship scenes. I don't know, man. I think they know exactly what they're doing, and I'm just not the target demo, and that's fine. But these movies are just like, it's too long, too. It's like 2.5 hours long. It is an hour 33. And by an hour 33, I mean 133 minutes. But it felt like it was 3 hours.
I thought maybe this would be the one to get me back because it's Gareth Edwards, who's pretty good. And then ScarJo and Mahershala, I thought would sign on to something that was going to be like exceptional. But I guess not.
No.
Mike, you definitely said that Idris Elba's in this movie. Is he in this movie, or were you confusing him with Mahershala Ali?
I've confused him with Mahershala Ali.
No! Cancel!
Oh, no! I love Mahershala Ali. I need more Mahershala Ali in my life. So, like, that was cool to see. But
he's going to be
played. It's a shame that Mahershala Ali's Wikipedia picture is him in a blade hat. That's such a shame.
That was in like 2018.
Yeah, that's
2019.
It's him at Comic-Con 2019. Yeah, jeez.
I want him in the ocean playing with the child. That's all I got to say. 4.0, thumbs down. I would recommend it to anyone under the age of 15 who's lacking full frontal lobe development. That was harsh. Dude, like, people would enjoy this movie. It wasn't made for me. I don't think anyone on this podcast currently would enjoy this movie. It's fine. we can continue on. 28 years later, I haven't seen it. I think you guys have.
Yeah, but
floor's
dude, this
yours.
was this May?
This was June.
It's June? Okay. Third one in this series. Set well after the initial outbreak, so England is absolutely fucked. The world has blocked it off from the rest, so it's been quarantined. They're just kind of letting whatever happens happens. And you pick up with Jodie Comer and Aaron Taylor Johnson and their son. What's his name?
Spike.
Spike. And Spike's a young kid, and Aaron Taylor Johnson is teaching him the ways of the world, how to survive, how to hunt over on the mainland from their sort of sanctioned off island. And it is Danny Boyle is back. Alex Garland is back, who did the original. It is not the movie I expected it to be. The first one is very, which I have not seen in a while, but fast zombies, a lot of action, really scary. And this is much more sort of meditative, especially in the back end. Liam, would you agree with that? It's a much more quiet film than I really expected it to be. But I think that's purposefully there are two more to come out. This is going to be its own sort of trilogy. But it's really pretty. It's shot completely on iPhone, which is kind of nuts. It still looks great. But I really enjoyed it, and I think people do not like it because it's not what they expected, but I did like where they went with this.
Yeah, I cannot speak highly enough about this movie. I thought it was so fucking good. It was not what I expected. So, mild spoiler, I guess. The way early in the movie, Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son Spike go to the mainland because they live in an island that is accessible via a walkway when it's low tide. So they go to the mainland to like hunt zombies, and they get stuck there overnight. And so in my head, I was like, this is the movie. It's going to be Aaron Taylor Johnson and his son Spike trying to survive on the mainland while zombies go after them. And that lasts for 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes. And then the real movie kicks in with Spike and his mother on the mainland. And it's much more meditative. Ray Fiennes, I think, is unbelievable in this movie. I think the kid is so good. I love Spike. Spike's one of my best friends. I think about him all the time. I don't know. There was just something about this movie really, really grabbed me. Out of the summer movies, it's definitely my favorite. Like, it's probably not even close as my favorite. Like, definitely the closest to a 5-star movie out of the summer movies that I've seen in theaters. And yeah, Ray Fiennes. When Ray Fiennes comes in and first starts talking, and he's kind of doing his. I mean, it's just what he sounds like, but he's doing a bit of Gustav H in my head from Grand Budapest, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so warm inside hearing Rafe talk, and just the whole section with him is so heartbreaking and so beautiful, and again, and such a great inversion of the imagery you see with him, with all of the skulls and with how menacing he seems. And it's a little bit telegraphed that it's going to go this way. Obviously, when you see Ray Fiennes and they're like and they treat him as the boogeyman, you know that he's not actually going to be an evil person. But they do it so well. I think the end is so fucking funny. The way it ends is so insane and so hilarious to me. That I cannot wait for the next one.
I am just. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say the beginning shocked me. The beginning, I really thought was I was confused because the beginning has a character named Jimmy who we don't see again, who I guess I assumed was Aaron Taylor Johnson, but it ends up being someone else. But then I also was like, what's his name from the first one? Cillian Murphy was named Jim. And so I was also like, is that him somehow? It doesn't make any sense. But then when it comes back, I was just like, oh shit. Like I totally forgot about that. And it's so good. And Jack O'Connell is the man. Like great summer for skins actors.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love this movie. This movie was I think this movie's incredible. I love Danny Boyle. Like Danny Boyle, everything besides the movie yesterday, which is terrible. Danny Boyle just does it for me.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites too. I'm just afraid that they have this planned trilogy and they won't get it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear because I don't know how well this did.
Well, they filmed the second one. The second one was filmed back to back.
Oh,
It's
really?
coming out in it's coming out in January of this year or of next year. Sorry. So it's coming out in like 4 months. But they were filmed back to back, written by Alex Garland and directed by Nia DaCosta. So it's a different director.
Okay.
She
Yeah, because it made one.
She did
it made-
Candyman.
okay, it made 150 on 60 million. So I guess the second one's guaranteed. If we'll get the third, who's to say? But yeah, I mean, with what they set up with that Jimmy character, I'm really interested to see the sort of parkour, culty,
Yeah.
whatever is going on out there. It's really, really weird and interesting. I did love the Swedish guy and the sort of
Yes, he's Swedish.
and the like still living in our world and the comparison with what Spike knows. That really funny joke about he shows his girlfriend and she has like the Botox lips. He's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
sick? What the fuck is that?" That was really funny. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of this, and I just hope that we get the opportunity to.
Yeah. I think the
Garland,
second one for
Garland
sure.
wrote this.
Yeah.
I can't believe you
And
didn't see it, Mike.
it's-
It fucking bangs. It's so good.
I want to see the first two. That's the thing. I don't want to
Just see
jump
the first
into-
Just
one.
see
You
the
don't need the
first
second one. Yeah. The second one is a different director, different writer, totally different characters. Like,
Okay. Boyle didn't do two.
no.
No.
Is it still based off the
He
graphic
was too busy.
novels?
These are original.
Yeah, these are graphic novels would have
they
come
did make-
after.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, I guess a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of. He splices in a lot of like news footage and news broadcasts and stuff, which I guess hints at it's a commentary on Brexit, which I'm not totally familiar with. So a lot of that went over my head. But I did love the way that they seem to be evolving the zombies. There are like they're bathing and stuff, and they're sort of in these communities that you briefly see, and maybe having sex. There's a lot of penises in this movie.
There's a baby.
Huge.
There is a baby born
the-
from a zombie who was born without the rage virus. That, honestly, my favorite joke, not even really a joke, but in any movie this year, is when they run into Ray Fiennes and Spike is like, I'm Spike, this is my mom, this is a baby, and points at the baby, and I think it's so funny. I love that kid. That little fucking kid is great.
Yeah. Good.
Alfie Williams, the most British little kid in the world.
Oh my god, yeah. He's the next. He's gonna be he's in a Christmas Carol. Wow. Mike, I think you had your headphones out for this. But this is Liam's favorite movie of the summer.
What'd
Yeah.
you score it, Liam?
9 out of 10 for sure.
Damn. I have to see it. I
Least I caught
started
it for a
watching the OG one, and then I realized that 28 years later it was already out of theaters, and I was like, all right, we'll do this at a different.
I don't think I scored it.
stage.
8 out of 10 for me.
8 out of 10. Dang, high praise.
Though
High
I could
praise.
see someone watching this and being like, "Yeah, no, I didn't like it." Like I totally get why,
Yeah.
based on expectations of what's come before it, that it would be a miss. But I liked it.
I didn't know Garland wrote it. That makes me a million times more interested because Boyle's hit or miss. Danny Boyle directing a movie doesn't mean much to me anymore, but Garland's Usually
But
not.
when he hits, they're in like my top 25. I love a Danny Boyle movie.
For
I
sure.
think he only
for
had.
sure.
I mean, I feel like yesterday is really his only miss. I mean,
I don't even know if yesterday's a miss for me.
oh my
Isn't
God,
people don't
I
like
like
the
T2 a
beach?
lot. I like Train
I
Spotting a
like
lot.
T2.
I actually like 127 Hours. I like Slumdog.
Yeah, I enjoy
I
Slumdog.
like Train
I watched
Spotting.
Shallow Grave recently. Shallow
Steve,
Grave's an incredible
oh,
movie.
Steve Jobs is kind of a slog. I don't think it's that good of a movie.
I
I've
don't
only seen
actually
it via
want.
YouTube Shorts.
I just
But
got this book.
I would say that feels way more Sorkin than Boyle.
Yeah,
It's all walking and talking. Like I don't even know what Boyle even did for that. All right.
Just got this for free.
Really? There you go. You gonna read it?
No, fuck no.
Looks great on a bookshelf. That's all I'm
It
asking.
does.
I am now drinking Allagash White, which
Mike, you're about to be off your fucking rocker, dude. Are you
I
finishing these beers?
no. I told you I wasn't beforehand.
Well, you said
Yeah,
you were going to finish the tweet. I thought you were going to
12:30.
finish it.
No, I haven't finished anything yet. The Twisted Tea was hard to put down. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love Twisted Tea. This Allagash White is awesome. I love that's turned into my beer of summer as I've aged and have a little more refined of a palate. We got Friendship.
Yeah, this one's it's so good. This is my second favorite movie of the summer for sure. I love this so.
Okay.
This is another one where I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted it to be, and it was. It's an I think you should leave sketch for 95 minutes, and it's so
Yeah.
funny.
I don't know how this movie could ever be made without him starring in it.
Yeah,
Like it
Oh,
wasn't written by him. I don't think he produced it, but
no, he didn't. It's
has
crazy.
it has to be him.
Yeah,
yeah. I was kind
you're
of wondering that because it's one of those things where like you see the movie and you assume he wrote it, but he didn't. It's by a director who doesn't even have a Wikipedia page.
yeah.
And he wrote it too. My only issue with this movie is that it is I think you should leave skit, and I don't know if it carries my attention for the entirety of the movie. It drags a little bit for me.
When his wife
Um,
goes missing for a bit, it loses me slightly, but that's the difference between for me a 5 and a 4.5. Honestly, like I think
Yeah,
I gave this a 4.5 on Letterboxd.
dude, I think it's my favorite part is it's so fucking dark and weird.
Yeah.
Like I didn't think it would be any of this.
It's so dark. It's so dark. I mean, I guess we could score really fast and get into spoilers. I gave this. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but it just kind of. I don't like. Will I ever go back and watch this? I'd rather just watch. I think you should leave.
Yeah,
Like that was my take on it. I give this movie a 7.0 thumbs up, but I probably won't watch it again. I liked it. Paul Rudd character's effing hilarious. So awesome.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kate Mara in a while. Kind of a waste of her, but it was nice seeing her on screen. And then obviously Tim Robinson's awesome.
Yeah, 8.5 for me. Thumbs up. I saw it opening night it opened limited and then went wider and wider and wider and wider. But so I saw it opening night for when it came out over here with me and 100 dudes that fucking love I Think You Should Leave, and I think that was the worst case scenario because or the best, I don't know, but any look he did, laughs, I'm like, okay, let's reel it in a little bit here. But yeah, I loved it. Really, not what I expected at all. The funniest joke, maybe of all time, is in this movie regarding Subway. Still makes me laugh thinking about it. And I had to like stop myself from laughing so I could hear the rest of the movie for like 5 minutes. Like I could not stop laughing at it.
Are you referring to the Toad scene?
Yes,
Yeah, the Toad scene's hilarious.
it's unbelievable. But Liam, you can go.
I'm gonna say like 8.7 probably. Like it again. I also saw this. I think I saw it the Thursday that it opened in DC, and I saw it with my friend, and he is not an I Think You Should Leave fan. And at one point, he checked his phone to see the time because he was so uncomfortable with the humor. And I'm like, I was dying the entire time.
It's totally in my Q zone.
Yeah, he's like Tim Robinson is such a singular actor and performer in a way that is like, and also the ending of it where it seems like we're gonna get the happy ending of he's gonna drive away, and I was so mad. And then when he turns around and goes back to Paul Rudd's house and holds them up with a gun was fucking incredible. Like it was exactly what I wanted. It had the same like escalation that the best I think you should leave sketches have. Like it was so good, and I need more of it in my life. 8.8 actually. I said 8.7, 8.8.
Yeah. No, when he's holding up the gun, the gun scene's hilarious too. All right, we can.
When he says, I keep thinking about your busty daughter and how fucked up it is. I can't.
They've since removed this, but you can probably still find it. They put out the full 12 minutes of Conor O'Malley talking to Tim Robinson while he's playing the drums during the party. Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's so fucking funny. Those two just crack me up.
When
and they
Conor
just go
O'Malley says
like,
you should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Him saying you should be dead. I think about it every day.
The joke I was talking about before the spoiler section was, what'd you do? I ordered a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's all he does. It's just an incredible trip. Oh my god, I lost it.
And he calls him Toad Boy too. He's like, love you too, Toad Boy.
So good. Maybe the greatest product placement of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than the Snickers wrapper in Jurassic World. Yeah, and Paul Rudd's character's elite. So funny. I haven't seen Paul Rudd be this funny in a long time.
Like
the news channel, the anchor and band scenes. Those
like Tim Robinson is perfect casting, and Paul Rudd is also such a great compliment to him too.
Yeah. The Katie Mara character was kind of weird. I don't know. They could have done more with her.
You guys kissing the mouth? Got two Liams in the chat.
I got kicked out for some reason.
A second Liam has entered the chat.
Are there any movies that we have not mentioned? I have a few that I can run down really quick.
Yeah, are we done with friendship here? I feel like we did a good
job.
It's hard to talk about comedies.
It really is. Yeah, Liam, you
okay.
Run the gauntlet and feel free to talk about Eddington, Freakier Friday.
Yeah.
The Wes Anderson movie. Go for it.
Phoenician Scheme. I listened to you and McDermott's episode. I liked it a lot. It works for me. I don't know what everything Wes does just fucking works for me. He has two pitches and they hit the strike zone every single time. And I'm there and I'm framing them.
A fastball and a nasty slider.
Yeah, and it felt the most like Grand Budapest, which is my favorite of the Wes movies out of any of them, and I really liked it. I saw Honey Don't this week.
Wait. Keegan wants to jump it.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I also listened to the podcast for the Phoenician Scheme, and the fact that Mike gave it a positive review pissed me off because he was so negative the whole time, and then gave it and I'm nodding my head like, yeah, I agree. It's not good. And he goes, and then thumbs up. I'm like, no, that movie is so fucking boring. It is unbelievably dull. I did not like it. I did not like it at all.
I thought it was funny. I liked the dynamic.
And Keegan also texted me that too, and I was like, yeah. And as the months have gone since then, I don't know if I like that movie. It's a movie. Movie is so damn boring. Movie is so damn.
Oh my god, you guys are such fucking zoomers. You can't handle a little bit of. Sorry, you can't handle a father-daughter relationship.
I need the stimulation.
Oh my god, I thought you did this. I thought Liam started like.
Don't talk about Wes. That's how I feel about Wes Anderson.
Well, Liam, what would you give it out of 10? Out of curiosity, what'd you give on Letterboxd?
Oh man, I think I gave it a 4 out of 10 on Letterboxd. I'd probably be like close, like high 7s, close to 8.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Yes. Sorry.
All right.
I think I'm just more positive at this point in my life for everything that's not Happy Gilmore. I think like I've been seeing a lot of movies. I think I just like movies. I don't know what's going on. I'm just
I also feel like I did not do a good job of seeing movies in the theater the last like 2.5 years. Every movie I see, I'm just like clicking my heels walking out.
yeah.
I'm a soft critic right now.
So and like I think about the movies that we saw when you guys first started doing the podcast, and I was on for a lot of like the 2017, 2018 Oscar movies. And I went back and in my head I like really liked those movies. And I go back and listen and I'm like, I was pretty negative about like Lady Bird. Like I thought Lady Bird was just fine, but in my head I loved Lady Bird. And I'm like, why I was so negative and like about these movies when I was not watching that many. Like I watch way more movies now, but when I first started watching serious movies, I was more negative. But anyway, that being said, the next movie I saw Honey Don't, Joel Cohen's movie. Did not like it. Fucking boring ass movie.
Hey,
Like
why? No, this is Ethan. I thought.
no, it's Joel, isn't it?
No, I think it's
I
Ethan.
think Joel's the tall one, right?
Yeah.
Which one is married to Franny McD?
Joel.
Oh, it is
Joel.
Ethan Cohen. Oh shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Ethan has
Aubrey Plaza
Ethan has two
miscast.
Ethan has
Like
two
just not
stickers
good.
on his name.
Score.
And
I will
so
say
I mean,
Score for the fans at home.
score for Honey Don't. Just pretty straight down the middle, like a 4.8, 4.9, like barely just below average. Uh,
Is it just
wait, hold on.
boring? Does it just suck?
Yeah, it just kind of like, and it is a bit of a hangout movie, so I'm not like that. The fact that it meanders is not that big of an issue, but I saw people online saying how good Margaret Qualley was. I think she's really boring in it. Like, I just don't think she's really doing anything interesting. It doesn't really go anywhere. Charlie Day is really one note. Charlie Day, his whole thing is just trying to hook up with Margaret Qualley, and Chris Evans is in it being a smarmy guy. I don't know.
um, I'm interested to see how the Safdie split goes because it seems like their first two movies are going to be bangers, and the Coens have not had that same success once they split.
The Smashing Machine doesn't. I don't. What else is? I don't know. For me, seeing the Smashing Machine, I'm like, what? How much is there more to tell about a fighter? You know what I mean? Like, what other stories are there for a wrestler? There's the wrestler. There's the fighter. There's Rocky. Like, it's just
No, that's
Rocky
interesting.
again. You know what I mean? Like, it just
It's a
feels like
Raging Bull.
I just
Well, did
don't
you
It
see?
know.
feels like it feels like it's an acting vehicle for The Rock. But
Yes.
I'm here
Yes,
for it. I'm here for
Did you
it.
see the Iron Claw?
No,
God
I
unfortunately.
love
damn,
Iron Claw.
that movie destroyed me. But that was a
All right. Well, I take back what I just said. Then you're right. That I just said there's no more stories to tell. Iron Claw was incredible. All right, Eddington and Freakier Friday are the last two. Eddington, good, not great. I would say
Ooh, I
goes in a
love
direction, did
Eddington.
not expect it, and kind of lost me
oh,
for a bit. But probably like
Mike,
a
you
six and a
loved it.
half.
Ooh, love Eddington. Might be my
You
movie
loved
of
it.
the summer. Might be my movie of the year
Oh,
right now.
what did? Who would you have on for that again?
Ian Leake.
Loved it.
We both really liked it.
Oh,
Never mind. He thought it was good, not great. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, I'm a good, not great.
It seems like McDermott liked it too.
Probably. McDermott wasn't on for Eddington though. He
Yeah.
did.
So,
He did. He texted me saying, "Damn, the movie was sick. I'm shocked it has a 60, blah blah blah." I'm
wow.
like, you should listen to my
Yeah.
pod.
Okay. I'll seek Eddington out then because I skipped that one because the 60%
Yeah.
kind of scared me away.
It's
I
worth a
gave
watch for sure.
I gave it an 8.1. I had a mental block. I had in my notes that I was going to give it an 8.6. It's right there. It's right there with Weapons for my favorite movie of the year.
Damn.
You're talking about elevated horror. There's so much there, but I think they do a great job of being subtle with getting a lot of stuff across. I love Eddington, but I'm an Ari Aster. Like I
Yeah.
love Ari
Yeah.
Aster. He can
Yeah.
do no wrong in my eyes. You're Liam. What'd you say? Like a 6.57 with Eddington? That's kind of
Yeah,
where Ian Leake fell too.
I think I gave it 3.5 on Letterboxd, and I'd probably be on the lower side of 7. I also saw this back to back. Me and my friends did a Naked Gun Eddington back to back, and I liked Naked Gun so much more, which is not fair to Eddington. Uh,
The other thing that scared me about Eddington is it's 2.5, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
kind of loses me in there
yeah,
for a bit,
it
like
is.
towards like the
I don't think I
middle
was.
or like the
It's
last
not.
third.
It's not short.
I
I
don't
will
think I
say
was
this.
feeling a 2.5 hour movie.
I did Weapons into Naked Gun. Naked Gun, probably all time great second movie to watch in a 2 movie feature.
Yeah,
I cannot think of a better movie. So good. Is that how you saw it too? Or did you see Naked Gun first?
we saw Eddington first, then we saw Naked Gun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect.
I also think Eddington kind of underutilized. Like there wasn't enough Pedro for me. I know he's busy. He's fucking booked and busy. They couldn't get him on set or something. And Austin Butler's only in 2 scenes. I thought Austin Butler would have been like I wanted more of him in it too. Like it's really a Joaquin vehicle. Like it's fully being driven by Joaquin Phoenix, and he's obviously great. I mean, I don't believe for a second that he's married to fucking Emma Stone like that, but
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
don't disagree with the two things you said there. I think Pedro's in it enough. But I mean, dude, give me all the Walking Phoenix, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
But
I'm here for all of it. I mean,
Honestly, there are
I like Bo is Afraid, right? So I mean,
yeah,
like, you
which
can
is
give
a
me all the
Joaquin
Walking.
Phoenix. Yeah.
That dude, that's just overload, man.
Also, there are times in Eddington where it feels like Walking Phoenix is doing his best Tim Robinson impression. There's parts where he's like, "You can't treat people like that. You just can't do that." And I'm like, that sounds like he's trying to sound like Tim Robinson.
I will say there are scenes in Eddington where I feel like I'm not watching Walking Phoenix, and that is awesome. Like
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing. And his beard's also kind of goofy and funny, and I love that movie. I love that movie.
yeah. I'm glad you
that
do.
Aronofsky movie with Austin Butler's next week.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that and him for the next
Is
rebrew.
him also next week?
No, him's like in 2 weeks. This will be like mid to late September. If either of you are interested.
The Aronofsky movie, what is that called again?
Caught stealing. I have it up
Caught
right now.
stealing. There's another. Oh no, I'm
The
thinking of.
previews look sick. I feel like it's
Yeah.
gonna bomb, but the
It-
previews look fucking
And then
sick.
I get this movie and the PTA movie confused.
I was
What's
about
the
to say
PTA
that.
movie?
The PTA movie is like Never Stop Fighting or something.
I don't know what it's
Oh,
called. but
one
here's the book
one
that it's
battle
based
after
off.
another. One battle after another.
I'm
Yeah.
reading the book.
All right.
I
The-
can't wait for that.
For the PTA movie. The
Yeah.
PTA movie has 2 different trailers that play before, and one of the trailers fucking sucks, and it looks like the most generic action movie ever. And one of the trailers is really good, and I go back and forth between being excited between which trailer played before the movie I just saw, but one of them is so bad.
PTA is my favorite director. I love PTA. I've stumbled upon it. I think I'm only getting the good trailer though. I'm so excited for that movie.
Okay, and then last thing, Freakier Friday, so much better than I expected. Another movie, it's in similar vein to Happy Gilmore 2. I think did a lot better, and is just like it. It evokes the first one without being too reliant, but also I have so much nostalgia for that first movie that I don't really care.
Did you see Freakier Friday, Keegan?
I did. Yeah. I did
And-
not realize how nostalgic I was for that movie until that song kicks in towards the end. I was like, holy shit, I love that first movie.
Yeah.
I did not know that this was going to be a daughter, stepdaughter, mom, a four-way swap, I guess is the way to put it. I thought it was going to be them again. So getting new characters involved was interesting. Love the callbacks to the original. Love bringing back Chad Michael Murray. Still got it, that guy.
So
Good to see
good.
Lindsay Lohan again. I'm not sure I've seen her since Freaky Friday, honestly. She looks great. I know she had a rough go of it, but she looks amazing. Jamie Lee Curtis is really good in it. Yeah, I was shocked with how much I enjoyed seeing that movie.
What would you score it?
Like a solid 7 out of 10.
Okay. I give it a
Yeah.
4.7. Maybe I'm
Really?
like a
You didn't like
Russian
it?
judge. So we rewind Freaky
Maybe I'm
Friday.
a Russian judge.
I know. We
that's
rewind
funny.
Freaky Friday, and I realized that I actually love Freaky Friday.
Yeah, it's
Like,
good.
I dude, the last 30 minutes of Freaky Friday are awesome. The Pink Slips, that all girl band, is just like, I love them. What was spoiled for me is that I was going to the Grateful Dead show in San Francisco. I had an hour and a half drive after I watched Freaky Friday, and I want to listen to the Freaky Friday soundtrack. And then I saw that they do that same song in Freakier Friday, so I knew the Pink Slips are coming back. So that was partially spoiled for me.
Yeah.
We're talking about Freakier Friday. You got cut off there. What happened? You're muted. You're muted. You look like hell. Are you sweating? You're
Why are you
muted.
naked? Why are you naked?
Put some clothes on. Liam's back. I'm drinking my 6th beer. It's PBR. I was trying to find another summer beer. I used to drink PBR all the time in the summertime when I was younger. All right. Freakier Friday, dude. The floor is yours.
I would say Freakier Friday, better than I thought. Lindsay Lohan is kind of a bad actress, and it's very noticeable. But
it's tough that she's up against Jamie Lee Curtis playing a role that she was born to play.
Yeah. JLC, call me. I do think I watched the first Freaky Friday before, and I do think, and it's a comedy, so who gives a shit? But they're really, like, when Jamie Lee Curtis becomes Lindsay Lohan in the first one, she acts like an absolute. She acts like she's 11 years old and she's 17. You know, like they play it up so much.
Have you listened to my rewind? I said she acts like a 12-year-old.
Oh, really? No, I didn't listen to it.
Lindsay Lohan's a very mature 15-year-old, which then Chuck texts me, LOL, you said she was a mature 15-year-old.
She is. Yeah, she's she's like a normal, like,
that's funny.
And Lindsay Lohan was like 17 or whatever. And even in this one, when Jamie Lee Curtis becomes the British teenager, she's a bumbling fucking buffoon. And I'm like, that girl was fine. She was well enough put together.
And he's gone again.
I think that's all we need.
Yeah, it's all we need.
All right. We can wrap this up here. All right, Keegan. What have you wait, the beer. Liam seemed to like his beer. He had like 4 or 5 2.5% beers. He's about to meet up with his future wife after she picked her dress out. He's going to get a DUI. That's all you need to know about that. The high praise for that.
Juicy Vivacious. If you're in Cleveland, it's everywhere. But be careful. It's 9.5%, and they go down like they're light beers. So I once had like 3 in like half an hour, and I was like, "Oh, I'm fine." And then I stood up and I couldn't walk. So if you have one, maybe stick to 2. Spread them out.
What kind of beer is it?
Hazy IPA.
The hazies, dude. They go down.
Yeah, dude.
A 9.5 is ridiculous for a hazy.
It's crazy. Dude, I remember early in the show, we did like a 9% milk stout.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this tastes like liquor. Like, this tastes so bad. Juicy goes down so easily. It's crazy.
That's incredible and actually quite scary. Liam, we're on to the beer now.
Can't hear him.
Just, I think it's a thumbs up. I think he's enjoying it. Yeah. It said Liam's recordings failed. I don't even know if he's going to be on this anymore at this point. All right, Liam's going.
Should I just text him like, we're good, we got it?
Yeah, you're good. You're done. For me, I will sum this up quickly. I love Allagash White. Keegan, have you gotten on the train, Allagash White?
I've never heard of it.
Really? I believe it's brewed in Maine.
Can you spell it?
Allagash. White. It's a wheat beer.
Why did you say get on the train? Is this becoming a very popular beer?
I feel like Harrison, our mutual friend, he's from like the Jersey area, and he really liked it. I believe it's brewed in Maine, and he introduced it to me. And now it's like I could eat. Every beer store I went to in Napa had it. It's very mainstream. I feel that is my favorite summertime beer. Put a little lemon in it. It's quite good. Number two for me is Twisted Tea. It's just, dude, it may turn your face red because of the amount of sugar, but man, it just hits always. And you want something that's light, fruity, you can drink a lot of in the summertime. Both of those check those boxes. Number 3 for me, it's the old guard, but it still hits. Give me a summer shanty, Leinenkugel. Number 4, I feel like a phony, but it's a high noon. I like the tequila. I couldn't get it. I couldn't find the tequila. The
You
tequila's
like the tequila ones?
I do. Those are the better
Ugh.
ones. No,
I hate both. I hate both, but the tequila ones are disgusting.
I hate whatchamacall. I don't like White Claws. Like the fake sugar kind of throws me off. But I
Yeah.
like high noons. It's real vodka. It's real liquor.
Uh, Jacob Rossi was over yesterday, and he had a high noon, and he complained after every sip about how bad it was.
As Rossi would.
Yeah.
Number five. I'll go Corona. I had a lime in it. It's Corona. It's solid. It gets the job done. And the last one is PBR. Though I love PBR, special place in my heart. In the summertime, in the sun, I really want Bumbleberry. You're not going to get it in Napa. I love that beer. They still make that, Keegan?
Yes.
So,
They have one called Stumbleberry,
hmm.
which is like a double alcoholic one. It's really good,
Oh, wow.
but
That's fun.
also sneaks up on you too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Keegan. Can I see that, what you're drinking, what it looks like? Oh, wow. Unassuming can.
Yeah, 9.5. It's crazy.
Damn.
They make a non-juicy that I think 8%, double IPA.
That's nuts. I never had a double
Yeah,
IPA hazy. That's crazy. Keegan, have you
delicious.
watched anything?
Watched The Bear over the summer. That was great. Watched the first season of Andor. Really good. Um, Finished Moby Dick. Charlie was right. Moby Dick is so good.
The book?
The book. Yeah, the book. Um, Man, I feel like, Zone of Interest. Did you watch Zone of Interest from last year?
No, but I've heard great things.
Yeah, it's really good. It's So I went to Poland this summer to do a Holocaust education tour. And the Zone of Interest is based on the house that sits just outside of Auschwitz, where the commander lived and raised a family, and they just had like a normal life while being 20 yards from people being murdered at a tremendous rate. Really good movie. There's a part in it where it's just a red screen and there's noise, and it was one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life. Literally, just Google the color red, open the image full screen. That's all that was on screen, and then noises, and it was actually terrifying. The sound in that movie is incredible. I think it won the Oscar for Best Sound last year.
It was now for Best Picture. Don't know about sound, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were in the London Art Museum and our favorite picture was just that pretty shade of blue that was on the
Yeah.
similar, similar vibes? One Best Sound and one Best International Film, Zone of Interest. So yes, you were correct. I watched Shaun of the Dead randomly, Keegan, on a plane ride.
So good. Oh, yeah. What did I watch on my plane rides?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know.
I just wanted something that was light that I've seen before because I had a massive headache, and then I saw Shaun of the Dead, and I was like, "This is perfect." Guess what?
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead is so funny. The she's so drunk. What's it like again? Oh, he's the zombie in the backyard.
Oh, yeah, look at her. She's so drunk.
Maybe the funniest line in movie history. I was cracking up in the airplane. Oh god. What are you looking up?
I'm just trying to find what this guy's name is. It's gonna really make me mad. It was at the Tate, right?
Tate Modern Blue Square? No way anything comes up.
Eves Klein. Oh, it was. It's Eves Klein. That's not who I'm thinking of, though. It's so good.
It's the prettiest. Oh,
It's the greatest blue
I got it
of
on
all
the
time.
thing. Yeah, Tate Modern Blue Square. I pulled it up. Just the nicest shade of blue ever. Elite. Painted in 1959. All right, Keegan. Anything else to add before we call this two-parter a close? Liam's dead.
No. Thanks for having me on. Good to be back.
Great to have you back, Keegan.
I won't be a stranger.
Cool. There's coming down the pipeline, I'm going to do a rewind on Sideways with E2 and Ryan McDermott. Both been on the pod before. They're coming visiting Napa. That should be a good time.
What is E2
There's a couple.
on for?
E2 was on for the post, I believe. Does that sound right?
Yes.
He said he was been on before. I think it's the post.
Yeah.
Keegan, there's things coming down the pipeline that you can be on for sure. We're doing rewinds all of October on favorite horror movies. Honestly, I was thinking we could potentially do Shaun of the Dead if you're interested.
Cool.
But we can talk. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys. We're gonna try to do more stuff on YouTube. That's why we are now filming this, recording it. Thank you guys. Comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, that's all I got to say. Later, guys.
Liam wants me to sign off for him and say his classic catchphrase. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes. Everyone knows that's his classic catchphrase.
Thank
Bye.
you. Later.
Sometime you exploded, drop a few lines. When I catch you through the static, I wish goodbye. What a classic. Millennial girl in love once again. When it comes, she disappears. Maybe she'll stay.